Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to explore Webflow and Relume free components, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to create a web page on my website for the podcast that I host by myself, which is called Curious Business Talks. And if you want to learn more from professionals and how they advance in their careers, check the link here on the right, and enjoy the interviews and leave a comment, of course, share with a friend. Let's start by creating a page. We don't need a template, so we're going to create just an empty page. I'm going to title it Curious Business Talks, and I will add the meta description later on because I have to think about it a little bit, and then I will also find an appropriate picture for the social share and add the other details related to that. And here we have like an empty Webflow page where we have just the body, and here I have my components for my website, and I will first choose the navigation and I'm going to put it up. Then I'm going to add the updated footer, which is the most recent one I did. And for one more section I'll probably add newsletter or contact. Let's add contact for now, just in case. And then we have here the layouts in different options for sections from Webflow provided. Here we have like a layout for theme, for logos, how we can present logos in different ways, different types of galleries. If you haven't browsed them before, you can find them here. And they're a little bit hidden if you think about it, because when you click on the layouts, you just see 4, but when you click they expand into more categories. So it took me just a couple of clicks to get to here. They also have like a good pricing options here as a start and testimonials. So if you don't know where to start from, this is like a good starter. As you can see, I have used most of those because for my website I didn't want to complicate it, and I just wanted to make it faster as possible so I can focus on work. And now I'm going to check what Relume has for us. I can see that we have like a blog kind of grid situation here. We have a contact form, CTA. By the way, I'm trying the free components here. We have like another FAQ, footer. What I'm thinking that I would like to add for my page, I was looking here for inspiration of different podcast landing pages, and I think here a section with probably either image of the part of the branding of my podcast, or maybe thumbnail from one of the podcasts, or maybe even guests on my podcast, like a collage or something. That would be probably nice with the name of the podcast. Maybe here also topics, maybe I can also add a short introduction, what is it about and where it can be listened to. Some quotes and testimonials would be nice as well. Yeah, sounds good. Maybe including a button for submitting a request to be featured on the podcast. That would be a great idea. What else can I add here? Maybe the different episodes. Instead of a blog post, to add every single episode that has been aired so far on YouTube with their respective thumbnails. I think that would be nice. And probably what's new or what's coming up kind of thing. Yeah, that's basically what I imagine. So let's see what we have here. They have a gallery, header as well, a little layout. I think those free components are also used for the free version of Relume when they generate wireframes. If you haven't tried it yet with their AI, I recommend you give it a go because it's very easy to ideate with that one. So I think they're not much different than the Webflow ones, and not very detailed, the free ones, but they look good. Should we use some of the layout that they offer or the one from Webflow? Let's see. For the header, we have this. Let's try this one. Maybe first to preview it. Okay. Copy component, and what I can just add it here. As you can see, it's not perfect, so we have to do some adjusting. Here we can add curious business talks, the podcast for interviewing professionals. I'm just going to add this copy, temporary one. For the header image, I'll think about what to add later on. Then after we have this, I think it would be nice to have, so this will be a little introduction of the podcast, probably watch here or be a guest. And then for the blog posts, they really look like blog posts, and I want to maybe have something like this, little bit about the episodes. Let's see. Just the body. Oh, I added it so many times. This one under here. Let's see. It looks a little bit misaligned. Can I see if there's like any animations on it? No animations added. Okay. Let's see again. So these are very, very basic elements, nothing special and wow worthy. It's just like basic structure implemented, so nothing very impressive on this free version of what they have. As you can see here, also the button doesn't look properly. Let's see how it looks here. Can we preview it? Okay, yeah. Probably here we can check the other episodes. I wonder what have they used here. Is it like grid only? Yeah, okay. So we have grid only with 3. So if I have my 10 episodes, I'll have to create a slider with this, I guess. Okay, that's something to think about. Here we can add most watched episode to remind people what is the format, most watched episodes. Okay, I will add each thumbnail here later on, and a little bit about the projects, about the videos. I think I will not need these buttons actually, so I'm just going to button group, I'm going to remove them. That's why they were not aligned, they were missing that element. Probably I deleted it by mistake or something. What else they have here? Maybe add a section about the host, about me. I'm trying to use only Relume components, so I'm just going to copy this one. And where should we put it? Maybe here. It always goes to the bottom. Okay. About the interviewer, I don't know if I'm going to add any buttons here, but after that probably it would be nice to include something about the podcast idea behind it. So maybe this one, about the podcast mission and vision. Here maybe I can add what is the future of CBT podcast, and here mention a little bit of my plan, about my plans in the future with the podcast itself. We can include probably some comments and testimonials from listeners. I'm not sure if the stars mean anything at this point, but let's, just for the sake of seeing them, let's just add them to the project as a final here. Okay, they don't look bad. I just don't know if I like this, how it's always not centered as it's supposed to be. This one here. Why is not flex? Middle, center. I'm not margin at all. Does it look similar? Kinda. Whatever we choose, doesn't matter. It doesn't translate completely 100% the same in Webflow. This we should have in mind always for the future. Header, most watched episodes, probably even, let me see if we have like a card element or something. Okay, we do. Can I add a component button or something? We have a back to top button. Maybe I will just add a button. Where is the button? It's under the paragraph. Okay. Perfect, something like this. And I will say here. Okay, let's preview what we have created so far as a template. Okay, let's preview what we have at the moment. I'll most certainly try and experiment with this image to spread across the whole width of the hero and add probably some nice visual for the podcast. Here we have like the most watched episodes so far. About the interviewer, probably it will be a portrait photo of me. Probably I will add either social media or a link to the YouTube channel. Whatever makes sense with the text here, I will think about it. Mission and vision. Yes, here probably will add a little bit information of the one that I also provide for my guests, because I want them to know what is the idea behind the podcast and why they should consider coming on, and why it's beneficial for them and for me. And here we have the testimonials, which I will also edit to be guest testimonials, and the contact form here for the collaborations. And I think maybe we can add one more section, be a guest on the podcast. I think that would be a good idea. I'll probably have to adjust the sizing of the text and the margin here in between, which is absolutely necessary. And this is how it looks like on the mobile. Pretty much okay. It will just have more to it live when I actually add more visuals and animations and everything else. And here I was thinking to add another section for final reaching out if someone wants to be a guest on the podcast. And I think this one is good. I think this is a good call to action after the testimonials. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this journey for creating the landing page for my podcast. If you're curious what kind of guests I have on, make sure to check the podcast on the YouTube channel that you're watching this video. And if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, share with a friend, comment your opinions and ideas, and of course subscribe for more videos. I try to post once a week at least, and I'm also trying to create more shorts. Also, as you have noticed probably, I add these shorter snippets in the end of the most recent videos with promoting my Wix Studio template. It's an e-commerce template. It's made with Wix Studio and you can buy it from the Wix Studio marketplace. I will leave all the necessary links and mentions from this tutorial and my products in the description, and also sometimes in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!